Hey guys, it's Jamie. I'm here to bring you the Spark to Go for the month of February. And this month we're going to be celebrating the birds and doing a Feed the Birds activity where we make two different kinds of bird feeders. And the squirrels may also like these too, which is fine. So let's get started. The first feeder that we're going to be making will use the orange. So you'll have to have a grown-up get a knife and help you cut the orange in half. So we're going to then scoop out all of the guts of the orange so we're left with just a little orange bowl. You can eat the inside of the orange yourself, or you can scoop it out and put it outside for some little critters to eat. Either way. So that first part was probably the trickiest part of the whole thing, getting all the insides out. And don't worry if you don't get every little bit out, because the birds will nibble at the fruit too. The next thing you're gonna want to do is take some kind of nail, or I have a toothpick, something pokey, and you're gonna poke a hole through the orange skin on either side. That will help us make a hanger. You don't want to poke it too far to the top because otherwise it'll rip out. So I'm going to go quite a ways down and shove this right through to make a little hole. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. For the next step, you'll thread your twine through the needle, and then the twine will go through your hole. You want to pull it kind of gently so you don't rip the orange skin. And then I'm just going to tie a knot right here. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Once you have your twine knotted on both sides of your orange bowl, then you can take your bird seed and dump it in. Then you can hang this outside and the birds will enjoy it. This second feeder should also be a lot of fun. You're going to receive two different kinds of cones, and if we start with the sugar cone, you want to again push a hole right through. So I'm using a toothpick to do that, but you can also use a needle or a screwdriver or anything that will make a hole through the middle. And for the sugar cone, all you need to do is break a tiny bit off the end. I might have to do that with my scissors. All right, so you want it to have a little hole at the end like that where we can put a string through. Next, we'll take our length of string, and again, we're going to use the needle. And you're just going to sew your way right through the ice cream cone and tie a little knot at the top. That will be our hanger. Just like so. And then it will be able to hang from the tree. For the next step, you're going to take your little bit of peanut butter, and you can use this popsicle stick like a knife, and we're just going to spread the peanut butter all along the bottom half of the cone. You can even spread a little on the inside if you would like, whatever you feel like. And then while that peanut butter is nice and gooey, you will take your bird seed and just dip that all right in there and get it nice and coated with bird seed. And pull it out, and there's another yummy treat to hang on the tree for the birds and squirrels to enjoy. If you're using the sugar cone, you can use kind of the same method. Take your string, only this time we're going to go up through the cone. So you're going to pull your needle out the end. That's a little bit tricky, so you might need grown-up help for that. And then we're just going to make a knot. You might have to knot it a couple times so it won't pull through the top of the cone. Or actually, it's the bottom of the cone. But if you make a big enough knot here, by knotting it a few times like that, then when you pull your string through, it'll get stuck in there. And then you'll just do the same thing. Put some peanut butter around the bottom half, and then dip it in the bird seed. And then this will hang from a tree. I do want to tell you one last thing that I forgot to show on the other one. Everybody's got some of these cereal pieces like Cheerios, and if you want a little extra treat for the birds, you can thread those on, and you can do this with the last one too, and just kind of make a little chain of Cheerios that the birds will like to munch on too. All right, that looks pretty good, and I can definitely tell that some creature is gonna want to come and eat this. I actually think it almost looks good enough for me to eat, but I think that bird seed might be a little crunchy on my teeth. So then you'll just knot this to a tree, and you have 1 feeder, 2 feeders, and don't forget about your little orange feeder. We'll hang them all outside and give the birds a yummy treat this winter.